Hello, friends, and welcome back to the channel, to your tarot reading today, all about what is happening for you in the month of June. So, what I'm first hearing is June very soon, July you fly. June for you is going to be a month of rest and healing and renewal, kind of like the Isle of Avalon. Remember, that was where they took King Arthur to heal. And this is what I see for you. And see how it's covered in mists, the mists of Avalon. And so this is, I feel like this is a time for you when you're going to be doing this in silence. So you're going to be healing and resting and being renewed, but it's going to be in silence. So it's going to be, with the mist and everything, it's going to be hidden from the world. But July you fly. That is going to change in July. But for right now in June, this is a time of rest and renewal. And this is very much needed for your healing. So let's get some cards here and find out more about this. What is happening for you in June? June very soon. So this is a period too of also waiting. And the reason you're having to wait is because you need this time to heal. You need this time to be kind of shielded from outside influences, because this is what you need to heal. The Tower. Yes. This kind of looks like a tower almost as well. We have some towers on the island. This is looking to me like there might have once been a tower on here. And it's gone now because it was a tower built upon false assumptions, a false reality. It was not a tower built upon truth. There is a tower moment coming. So let's get some clarification on this. What do we need to know about this tower? Because I'm hearing several different things and I'm not completely sure. So what's happening? What is with this tower? What do we need to know about this tower? Two cards coming out. We have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. 9-9. I'm hearing this is a tower. Let me pull this up here. This is a tower that is based upon a false belief that you could not have your wish. You could not have something you wished for. But that belief is crumbling now. You're going to see, no, you can have what you want. I believe this is with the Nine of Pentacles here. I believe this has to do with your own independence, your own financial independence, your own career independence. This is you're starting to see that you can take care of yourself. And so that's the false belief on here, that you have to be dependent upon someone else. You can't have the things you wish for. And that's crumbling down. That's crumbling down. That's good news. Good news. Because that isn't the truth. The truth is you can have what you wish for. The truth is you can have what you wish for. Heaven has heard your prayer, and you are receiving what you have wished for. This has to do with your own independence. I'm hearing this has to do with you making decisions, your own decisions about your own life. For whatever reason, you had a belief that other people dictated your future, dictated your career choices, dictated your life choices, and that tower is crumbling. That tower is crumbling because no, you do have a say in your own life, very much so. This is what I believe is happening for you in June. So this is your renewal. This is your healing is from this. You're healing from this false belief that's coming down. And I'm hearing there's an event that's going to happen that's going to make you realize this. Let's find out more. What else can we know? What is happening in June? June very soon is what I'm hearing. The Strength card. You are much stronger than you know. I'm also hearing this is a month where you're going to recover your strength because this is a time where you are being protected, you're being shielded. And this is a time of rest and renewal. You're going to have the space to be able to recover your own strength and also to finally see how strong you are. Let's get some more cards. In fact, I feel like this should go here. Yes, you are protected. You're protected by the mists of Avalon. I'm seeing these birds in here. Birds are messengers, so that tells me you're going to receive confirmations during this time, during the month of June, very soon. So you'll have clues along the way that what you wish for, and as I said, I think you are wishing that you can have control over your own life, essentially. And you're going to see confirmations. Watch out for birds. You may see, these are seagulls in here, you may see seagulls. But birds are messengers, so pay attention to the birds that you see. We have the Knight of Wands. I'm hearing a couple of things with this. I think this is someone riding into your life. I'm feeling a positive energy on this, so this is someone new riding into your life. And I'm also hearing this is your energy too. You're feeling a new sense of freedom that you didn't think was possible. And it's this rest and recovery period that you're going through that is going to help you see that. And remember, I said July I fly, or July you fly. This is you. I mean, you're flying. You know, sometimes they'll say that, you know, when you're riding a horse really fast. I've never done that, but they say when you're riding a horse really fast, you can feel like you're flying. And that's the energy that I'm getting for you. And it's going to come through this June very soon period, this period of rest and renewal. Let's find out more about this Knight of Wands. What do we need to know about this Knight of Wands? Because I do feel like this is a person I'm hearing riding into your life. This is someone you haven't met before. I can tell you that. For some of you, this may be romantic, but not necessarily. I'm hearing both, so I think there are some of you where this is literally like a knight in shining armor. For some of you, this is a knight in shining armor riding into your life. And for others of you, it's still a knight in shining armor not in a romantic way. This is just somebody who's going to come in and change your life for the better. When you meet this person, it's going to change your life for the better. And I am hearing this is going to be in July, but this has to do with the work you will be doing in June. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands. Ooh, this one wants to jump out. Four of Cups. This is okay. You might almost miss this person if you're not paying attention. As I said, this is you are in a period of rest and renewal. And this could feel like boredom. Because it's going to feel like nothing is happening for you. But there's actually a lot happening behind the scenes. As I said, you're going to discover your own strength. You're going to discover your own sense of independence. You don't have to rely on other people. And you're going to discover that you can have the things that you want. But initially, it's going to feel like boredom, like nothing's happening. So pay attention to the signs. As I said, pay attention to birds. Birds are spiritual messengers, and other animals too. If you pay attention to the animals and nature around you, but especially birds, and keep an eye out for this Knight of Wands, because this person is riding in. I would almost see, I'm kind of wondering, like, how could you miss? The Knight of Wands is very bold, very loud, like when he rides in, you know about it. So I'm wondering, well, how could you not see? But you might be literally just so caught up in this tower belief. This might have to do with this tower here. So caught up in a false belief that you don't see this happening. So do pay attention. Pay attention to the signs around you. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands. What else do we need to know about this Knight of Wands? Woo, that's too many cards, but let's look at them. All right, it's only 3. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is about healing. So this person, when you meet this person, you're going to realize just how healed you are, how strong you are. You were healed and you didn't even know it. Because the Four of Cups, that's essentially the universe offering, the bored person, they're literally offering them the Ace of Cups, but they're so caught up in their own mind, their own problems, they can't even see it. So this person is going to be your Ace of Cups. And the Empress, yes, because you are an Empress. This is who you really are. And this is what you're going to realize. It's this month of June, this period of rest and renewal. When this tower comes down, remember this tower, this is a belief that you're not an Empress. This is a false belief. But by the end of June, you're going to know who you really are. And that's why I said July, you fly. This is who you really are. And you are going to see it. Okay, we have the Five of Wands. This is more conflict, as this is tied to this tower. It's either other people or ultimately what it comes down to is other beliefs, false beliefs. Now, I think this is coming from other people who want you to believe these false beliefs, but they could also just be, it could be conflict within yourself as well. But yes, this is the conflict that I'm hearing. This is why you might miss this Knight of Wands, is because you're caught up in all this conflict. And this is why the Four of Cups came up. This is the distraction why you may not, if you're not paying attention, you may not see this Knight of Wands right in. As loud and bold and unmissable as he would be. If you're caught up in this conflict in this tower, you're literally not going to see him. So definitely pay attention. We have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. This is an offer that is coming to you. So I am feeling the same energy as this Knight of Wands. This is the same person. This is an offer that is coming toward you. And as I said, for some of you, it may be romantic, it may be career related, or just your life related. But this is something that you have earned, and it's something that you're going to learn about in this upcoming month in June. As I said, I'm definitely getting this, you will get the full fruition in July. Okay, yeah. Underneath it, we have the Hermit. Yeah, this is your energy in the month of June. This is your energy in the month of July. This is like being on the Isle of Avalon. You're going through this period where you're hidden from the world, but you're also hidden from anything that might interfere with what is your destiny. And this is a time you need to recover, a time of, I would recommend, I'm hearing in June, do a detox, a social media detox. Just, stay off your phone as much as you can. and just sit with yourself, especially go out in nature. I'm hearing go out in nature. This conflict that I'm seeing, I'm also hearing that it could be just all the stuff with the demands that are put upon us by our phones. You know, we have these screens that just seem to dominate our lives. And I know here you're watching my reading here on YouTube. I'm just hearing do a social media fast and go out in nature so that you can hear the signs of the universe. The universe often speaks to us through nature. It also speaks to us in the still small voice within you. And when you're filled with conflict, you're filled with all this competition. The Five of Wands is about competition. So I'm hearing this is competition for your attention. And when we do kind of like a digital fast, we can hear that voice within us much easier. And we can see the signs that nature sends around us much easier. And let's get some oracle cards. I have this beautiful Mists of Avalon. It's the wisdom of Avalon, but I wanted to point out we have the Holy Grail, but it's the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is the Holy Grail. And this came out in your reading earlier. This came out here earlier, so that is significant. We also have the Moon, very feminine energy with the Empress. And you could be a man or you could identify as male, but this is the energy that I'm reading. The Empress energy is when you have done the work and now it's time for things to come to you. As I said, this person is coming to you. This Knight of Wands. You don't have to go looking for this person. This person's very much on I almost said collision course with you. Maybe it really is like you'll literally bump into them. This is coming to you though, because this is a month where the guidance of the cards is saying to focus on your own self-care. Because July, things are going to fly. You're going to fly in July. June is very soon. And so it's going to be kind of the calm before the storm. But this is a good storm. This is a very positive storm. Oh, this one wants to come out. The Serpent. So the Serpent is about knowledge and healing. If you've seen kind of the symbol of doctors, it's like a serpent on a stick. Serpents are also about renewal because you know how they shed their skin. So I'm hearing this is a month where you are shedding your own skin and becoming a new person, a better person. You're becoming an empress. And this is going to be gained through the knowledge that you're going to learn about yourself in this month of June. You're going to gain a lot of knowledge by going within, by just practicing hearing that still small voice. You may also see a snake, hopefully not a venomous snake, just be careful. But you may see a snake as well. And if you do that, that's a messenger for you. Just as I said, be careful. Don't let it bite you. I don't think it will. Especially if you just know, let it go on its way and just know it's a messenger for you. What else? This is really beautiful energy. This is what you're becoming. I feel like you're really finding yourself. And I love this because, you know, I have this statue of Santiago. I always keep him with me. Santiago is the saint of finding yourself. That's why so many people walk the Camino de Santiago. If you don't know what that is, it's an old medieval pilgrimage through France and Spain. And it's gaining so much popularity among people. It's actually becoming even more popular now than it was in the Middle Ages. And there's a reason for that. I feel like as you know, the human race is kind of, this is a time where we're searching for we're searching for meaning, who we are, because we're having so many very fast changes going on. Just, it's everywhere. And these things can be like tower moments. And this is where we're trying to figure out, well, what does this mean? Who are we really? And I feel like this is a month for you in June. You're going to make a lot of progress toward that, to where in July you're going to fly. And you can pray to Santiago. I mean, Santiago, he has guided me so much, I can tell you that. Santiago is the saint of finding yourself, finding out who you are, finding out your purpose. What else do we need to know? Ooh. Perception. You are in a time where you're going to experience heightened perception. And this is the result of your going within yourself, doing, as I said, do a digital fast. Learn to listen to that still small voice within you. And as I said, learn to read this, pay attention to nature. Nature sends us signs, and I think that's telling with the trees in this picture. If you can, go for a walk in a forest or a park or something like that. And just do it without your phone. And just stop and listen to what's going on around you. And you may not get guidance immediately, but very often, because it takes our conscious mind some time to catch up to what we know unconsciously. But once it processes it, you're going to have realizations, and things will make more sense. That's all I have for you. I hope you found this reading insightful. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.